What's the best way to make a grilled cheese sandwich? Choice of cheese is important. American cheese has a certain makeup that allows it to melt at an extremely gooey rate. Pair this with harder-to-melt cheeses, like Gouda, cheddar, or pepper jack. Thick bread is great. I prefer sourdough. Using a cast iron and using mayo or butter. I prefer butter. Spread it on the outside of each piece of bread. Low and slow cooking is the way to go. Once bread is toasted, cover the pan with a lid to help finishing melting the cheese. And bam! A perfect grilled cheese. I melt some butter in the pan, add pepper, minced garlic, and garlic salt. Then toss the unbuttered sandwich into it, moving it around so it catches the garlic and keeps the butter from drying to the pan. Then I flip it over and repeat for 2 or 3 minutes, or until the butter has all been absorbed into the bread. I've used provolone lately, but any kind of cheese works. It's a garlic toast grilled cheese. It's unreal. A grilled cheese consists of only these following items: cheese, bread with spread, usually butter. This entire subreddit consists of melts. Almost every grilled cheese sandwich I see on here has other items added to it. The fact that this subreddit is called grilled cheese is nothing short of utter blasphemy. Let me start out by saying I have nothing against melts. I just hate their association with sandwiches that are not grilled cheeses. Adding cheese to your tuna sandwich? It's called a tuna melt. Totally different. Want to add bacon and some pretentious breadcrumbs with spinach? I don't know what the hell you'd call that, but it's not a grilled cheese. I would be more than willing to wager I've eaten more grilled cheeses in my 21 years than any of you had in your entire lives. I have one almost every day and sometimes more than just one sandwich. Want to personalize your grilled cheese? Use a mix of different cheeses or use sourdough or French bread. But if you want to add some pulled pork and take a picture of it, make your own subreddit entitled Melts, because that is not a fucking grilled cheese. I'm not a religious man, nor am I anything close to a culinary expert. But as a bland white Midwestern male, I am honestly the most passionate person when it comes to grilled cheese and mac and cheese. All of you foodies, stay the hell away from our grilled cheeses and stop associating your sandwich melts with them. Yet again, it is utter blasphemy and it rocks me to the core of my pale being. Shit, I stopped lurking after 3 years and made this account for the sole purpose of posting this. I've seen post after post of people's grilled cheeses all over Reddit and it's been driving me insane. The moment I saw this subreddit this morning, I finally snapped. Hell, I may even start my own subreddit just because I know this one exists now. You goddamn heretics. Respect the grilled cheese and stop changing it into whatever you like and love it for what it is. Or make your damn melt sandwich and call it for what it is. A melt. Use a good quality European style butter. You can get it for a reasonable price at Aldi. One good brand is Plugra. The higher butterfat content helps make the bread nice and golden brown. Ideally, you should shred your own cheese with a box grater or rotary grater. Slices will work, but don't use pre-shredded cheese from a bag. It's got cornstarch or something that prevents it from melting properly. There is a way to make your sandwich extra crispy and cheesy. Shred a little more cheese than you think you will need. When your sandwich is almost done cooking, sprinkle the cheese on top of the sandwich and flip it. Let the cheese fry up a bit. When it cools slightly, it will be very crisp. Ingredients: 2 slices of white bread, 1 tub of country crock butter, 2 Kraft Singles American cheese slices, 2 Sargento Colby Jack cheese slices. Step 1. Get your tub of butter and take a butter knife to scrap up almost as much butter as you can and put it in the skillet. Your burner should be on high so that it melts the butter down as fast as possible. Step 2. Get more butter and generously coat one side of each slice of bread with butter. Step 3. Place 1 slice of bread butter side down, then layer all 4 pieces of cheese in an alternating pattern. Place the second slice of bread butter size up. Step 4, wait about 15 seconds then flip. Do this for each side repeatedly until golden brown, or as crispy as you like it to be. Step 5, turn off burner and plate your grilled cheese. Step 6, enjoy. Moral of the story: if you think you're using enough butter, add more. You can never have too much butter. Xoxo wannabe Paula Deen. Funnily enough, the one where I get it perfect every time is 2 slices of white bread, 2 slices of American cheese. Build sandwich before putting in skillet. Melt butter in a cast iron skillet. This is super important and no idea why. When butter starts to bubble, add your sandwich. Cook on medium heat and flip when it's the color you want. When done, slide on plate and serve with tomato soup or by itself. This was how my grandmother made it, and despite me experimenting with different cheeses and such, it is still the best for that sandwich. Good bread. If you wanna go with classic white bread also that works, but ciabatta or any other slices from a loaf will definitely help. The fat, you can use none if you wanna cut down on butter, or use however much you want. You can even go with olive oil for the flavor or avocado oil. The cheese, the best part. Freshly grated is recommended, but whatever works for how it's put on. It's a matter of preference to what cheese, but because I can't stand American cheddar, I like to go for mozzarella and pepper jack for some spice. Another good combo though could be Havarti and Muenster. Go wild with whatever cheeses fit your palate and sound good together. Good combos exist, but American cheddar and Muenster might be strange. The soup. It's not grilled cheese without the soup. Classic tomato with some basil and even dollops of cream to give a wonderful presentation and slight creaminess, or something else like chicken noodle or any other soups. A faff besides tomato is broccoli cheddar. And there you go. All the pieces to make a perfect grilled cheese tailored to your taste. Use your favorite bread. Preheat your pan to high. Use softened, real butter. Instead of spreading out the butter like you would on toast with butter or jelly, slice off thin pieces of butter and gently put them on each slice of bread. You do not need to cover the entire slice, as the butter will spread out as it melts in the pan. I do not spray my pan with oil, I heat it dry since there is butter on the bread. Place 1 slice of buttered bread in hot pan. Put 2 slices of your favorite cheese on the slice. Turn the heat down a little. After 1 minute, put the uncooked slice on top. Allow bread to toast on first side a bit more, watching carefully. Try to push the sandwich gently. If it slides easily, it is ready to be flipped to cook the second side. After you flip, second side needs 1 to 2 minutes to toast and fully melt cheese. Use same method to see if it slides easily, or peek underneath using spatula. If you are using a gas stove, cooking times will vary. Don't leave the sandwich unattended. Keep an eye on the time, or you will burn it. This is coming from someone who ate many blackened grilled cheese growing up. If you like ham, you can add ham and dip the sandwich in your favorite mustard. If you are fancy and somewhat decent cook, you can melt some shredded Parmesan cheese in the bottom of your pan with a little olive oil, and grill it onto the outside of the bread. Very yummy with caramelized onions inside with cheddar cheese and Thousand Island for dipping.